What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 10. Today I'm doing absolutely spectacular. I had an awesome party last night and a gathering with some very good friends in Austin this morning. Got some tacos. And what I'm going to talk about today is something that's a really crucial psychological switch that has been sort of taught to me many times, but it's only now becoming internalized as really this thing that you can toggle on and off. And the problem that it solves is when you're building a business or doing something, it applies to so many different things in life. And I'll give some specific examples of how it applies to me. But essentially, whenever you're trying to accomplish something, you're going to have a lot of things to look forward to, and also a lot of things that are going to be difficult to get through, that are going to be problems, that are going to be negatives. And essentially, there's a binary way. There are only two states in which you can approach this. You can approach this with positivity and progress being the predominant mindset, meaning your focus is what's the next thing I can look forward to? How can I be 1% better today than I was yesterday? And how can I gain pleasure? How can I make this little incremental gain give me more pleasure than anything else in my life and just drive me? And the other way is to be driven by sort of fear. And if I don't do this, well, I'm going to have these negative consequences. And, my business could fail, or any of a variety of bad things could happen. And this can be motivating too. It's not that there isn't merit in this, but if you look at, they've done studies, if you look at the top performers in any field, across athletics, entrepreneurship, even, I'm sure, Wall Street traders in the top of the corporate world, the top performers are driven by progress, and they're driven by a desire to improve. And somebody I consider a mentor by the name of Todd Herman, who he's a peak performance coach. He's incredible at what he does. Calls this the ow versus wow mindset. Kind of an easy, sticky way to remember it. But it's so simple. You could explain it to a first grader, and yet it's so utterly powerful. And so the reason this applies, the reason that I'm talking about it today, is for the past couple weeks, I've been more in the negative mindset, more worried about, well, I have to do this because if I don't, then this consequence will happen, rather than I just really want this to happen, and I just want to improve a little bit today. And specifically, there's this massive blog post that I've been working on that's just huge, and I've been putting it off for a long time, and I was really scared of executing it because I was afraid of it not being good enough. I was afraid of having to rewrite it over and over again and spending hours and hours on a first draft that I threw out. And what finally was the switch that allowed me to just sit down and write it was me thinking of how good I'll feel and the results that it'll have on my business. And it's really, I cannot emphasize both how simple this is and how important it is. Especially like in my life, this is one of the fundamental things. If I look at the times in my life when I am happiest, when I'm performing at my best, when I'm having the most positive impact, there are always times when I'm looking forward to very specific things. When I'm driven, whether that's the improvement that I talk about, I'm looking forward to being 1% better tomorrow than I am today, or whether it's I'm looking forward to being able to go on that vacation or travel or something very specific, compete in a dance competition in a different country. When I have something specific and positive driving me, as opposed to something negative, I always, always, always perform better. So small, so simple, so often overlooked. You can map so much success and failure back to whether or not you were looking forward to the positive or trying to avoid the negative. I hope this was valuable. This is something I will continue to integrate and may talk about in the future because it's just so powerful for me personally. All right, guys, take care.